The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from the Superdome. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Up the sideline, past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. The kick by Lutz is good. The Saints are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll run here with the rookie. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. They'll give on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. Second down and 3. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got it at the 7, and he will get into the end zone. Jaden Reed, touchdown Cleveland. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Now, Murray on the bootleg. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And trying to lose an us from the crowd, sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Going back in the backfield. They'll get the carry here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formation, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Finding space at the 15. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Into the secondary at the 45. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets to the Browns' 36-yard line. It's a big one right there. It's a gain of 34. Gesicki, the man in motion. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. From the gun, here's a handoff. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass.
Second and 11. Gesicki, the man in motion. He'll drop to throw. This one caught just past the pylon. Mike Gesicki, touchdown Browns. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Browns will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now it's Murray. This one complete to Oliver. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get down to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Again, it's Murray. His pass, caught. It's Chigokankwa. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route runner. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Murray's going to throw again. He's going to tuck it and go. And the Saints have got a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. In motion, it's Waddle. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, New Orleans. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The kick by Lutz is good. The Saints have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. There's Jefferson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Wow, it wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but he was outnumbered. They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yardage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. And that's going to be Intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And the Saints will have great field position right around midfield.
Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Murray. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
The 43-yard line.
Second and a yard. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Whoa! 17 yards, the gain there. First down, New Orleans.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy. Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try again. It's second and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Mechie, the man in motion. They're going on 4th down. Murray taking off. He'll try to get there. And he'll give himself up after picking up the first down.
4th and short, initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the first down, keeps this drive alive. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of it.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter. And the Browns are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. Still going. Justin Jefferson. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 99 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns will even the score. It's now 21 all. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Murray now. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Now a second down throw for Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Sending it deep for Waddle. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter, and he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 35 yards. Here's 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he's in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now, Gano for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Browns go up by 7, 28-21. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. First down throw for Murray. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They bring a tight end in motion left. Second down, Murray. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. From the gun, it's Murray. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back to throw is Murray. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. Now it's going to be third down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Murray to throw for it on fourth down. This one downfield for Okonkwo. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on fourth and long will end up in a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Up the middle they go. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. A little closer. Here's second and goal. He'll keep this himself. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's third down and goal. In motion now, it's Collins. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
They'll come up here, first and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. On play action, Murray.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Murray now on second down. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And the Saints are going to have it just past their 25.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the fourth quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Murray now to throw on first down. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here. You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. He'll go right and find his running back, And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Now, faking the give. He's going to try it here again. That's hard. And he will go all the way. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Browns. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Throwing now, Murray on first down. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Leo Chanel.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw, and that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he will score. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. A quick slant, looked in by Moore. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Play action. It's Murray. Sending it deep for Waddle. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up third down. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. And more of the same. Another interception.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong time of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Right back to him on 1st down. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Saints' 27-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Browns. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year.
52. Saints 21.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. In motion, it's Waddle. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They go play action now. Murray. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Going up top. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point.